Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Talk Cock podcast. This week we bring you special spooky episode. We have our special broccoli, Mr. TK, and our favorite goat from Canada, the frozen mutton, Mr. Taurus. And yes, welcome them please. Hello
Wait,
friends,
And what are you
I,
supposed to be?
I am a dark minion.
isn't that a bad sign though?
No, it's my ponytail. You imagining things.
That's his special minion hairstyle.
Yes, you have to understand that this is like a radar. It detects pussies for me. You should
Yeah,
try
you're
it.
right. The minions are known to be a famous pussy magnet. So, yeah.
Now that explains everything throughout the whole podcast. My whole story sums it up to this. I can't see shit at all. Like, what am I doing?
You're bringing representation to the minions, okay? Suck it up.
Represent. Represent. Nana! Muna muna! Like, is this looking very ridiculous on the screen because I can't see without my glasses?
You're
No,
saying
not at all.
you're saying those glowy, flashy glasses don't help you see?
No. Like, these are not like actual glasses. There's nothing here. It's just lights. It's just for party.
No way.
These are my actual glasses. I can't see
Oh,
shit.
All right. I think I mean it depends on you if you want to see or you want to stay in this getup the entire episode. It's your choice. I won't take that
Oh,
from you.
I
But
will stay. I think this is a good spooky episode, to promote the broccoliness and the chili goat.
you're pointing at the same direction both times.
I am. Well, I
My simple-minded minion friend.
well I okay. Anyways, yeah. How are you guys doing?
Fucking hell. But yeah, welcome everyone to another episode of the Talk Talk podcast. We're sorry that we're late this week, which is due to a few unforeseen circumstances, to say the least. What?
Circumcises.
Yes, unfortunate circumstances that we are late this week, and one of them is the state donkey is in. That's one of the unfortunate circumstances. But yeah, we are back again with this week's episode. Donkey, come on, you got you gotta lose. You gotta. We can't do this with the whole episode, you know.
don't
Why?
say that. He would then want to try to do it. See, you spooked him. Now he wants to do that.
Okay, but yeah. Wait. So before, okay, we were trying to record once before. It was a failed attempt, and Fahim came in just in time. So what were you saying when you came in? Like, what was your gripe? What was your
Oh, yeah. My complaint was like last time I was asked to record, I was given a schedule 1 week or 2 weeks prior, and the schedule was changed once or twice given my timeline and giving me the flexibility to join. Now, after those episodes were up 2 weeks later, my man just hits me up like, "You awake?" with a question mark and no schedule, no nothing, and just doesn't even like tell me to join. It's like, "Join our voice chat," and I'm like, so the level of disrespect. Like, first I was getting a scheduled and all that, to the point, join. Like, I just don't see that how that transformation happened.
Well, I'll have you know we're very professional production here at the Talk Cock podcast show. Very
Yeah, Donkey's
professional.
proving that. Yeah, Donkey's
Yeah,
proving that right now.
as you can see, very professional. And so
Yeah.
when we ask a guest to join us for the first time, it's very professional. But after that, it's fuck that, you know, because they're not a guest. You're not a fucking guest, okay? So hit this guy up. I'm like, "You awake?" Because I was sure that he was gonna be asleep because it's like 8 a.m. over there, right?
Okay,
'Cause
so you didn't even wanted me to join. You just wanted to be the formal. Oh, I wanted you to come in and do the
yeah,
podcast with us, but you couldn't. But
yeah. Now let me finish
actually,
my point.
no, from the bottom of your heart, you didn't even wanted me to join. That's what that means. Because if
No,
you would, you would have considered.
no,
Would,
we're gonna talk about that more. But I was like, for sure he was gonna be asleep probably because it's 8 a.m. So I hit him up, and he's like, I hit him up like, "You awake?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm awake." So I'm like, "What the fuck? Why are you awake?" Okay, if you're awake, then obviously you got nothing to do. Then just we're recording. Come and join anyway. Like,
it's it's the assumption for me. Obviously, I got nothing to do, but that's besides the point. You're not supposed to know. You're supposed to
no.
ask, "Yo,
But
are you busy? You got some
when I
time?"
asked you if you're gonna join, like, we're recording now. Are you gonna join? This guy says, "Oh, you wanna collab with me again?" My man says, "Do you wanna collab again?" I'm like, "Bro, you're not a fucking YouTuber. What do you mean that you wanna collab again?" What the fuck? Oh, Donkey, fucking
So,
okay. You gotta
so
stop it.
basically, you're
You gotta stop
asking
it,
me to
Donkey.
open a YouTube. Is that what's up? So that we can collab.
If you wanna call it a collab, you have to be a YouTuber, okay? At least that's the bare minimum, okay? Dude, you're not Donkey. We're here. We're trying to record a serious, a serious fucking show here, okay? Please.
I kinda wanna, like cut our voices on edit and us and just keep him in a loop of an hour just doing all this. And we should upload that. It's like Donkey losing his mind.
No, at least you could at least do something productive and be like the sign language guy, you know? You know, on the bottom left corner or right corner of the screen of the news, you see the sign language person doing the sign language thing. You can at least do that, Donkey, okay? Try to be productive. This is not sign language. I don't know what the fuck that is. Fucking hell. But yeah, this week. Yeah, same to
That
you.
came out of nowhere.
Same to you. But yeah, this week we wanted to record earlier because we recorded with you like 2 weeks ago, right? And
Yeah.
at the end of the recording, I already told you that's gonna be a double episode, man. Like, that shit was so long; it was a double episode. So yeah, I there was no need to record the week after that. But this week we were supposed to record like on Friday or Thursday, but unfortunate circumstances happened. Donkey was sick, and then other stuff, so he was busy, couldn't record. And I got fucking diarrhea on Friday, so so I wasn't able to do anything. Like I wasn't able to. Like I wasn't in the condition or in the. I
Yeah,
wasn't
we
in the
get
best
that. It's
mood
too much
to
information.
record.
You could have
Okay.
said the same thing, that I was sick as well, and we would have assumed that you both synced together and call it a day. You didn't have to elaborate, right?
Yeah, but I am an elaborative person, so I did have diarrhea. I shat 7 times. I I spent more time in the toilet than I did in my fucking room. So unfortunately I couldn't record. Yeah, but today is Sunday, and it's like night, and Donkey out of nowhere hits me up, and he's like, "You want to record?" And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "I don't know. Let's record." And I'm like, "Okay." Let me hit up my friend who's probably also asleep. So yeah, so that's how it happened, and we somehow ended up in this recording where Donkey is. Do you wanna? Okay, the joke has overstayed its welcome, Donkey. Okay, it's no longer funny. Okay, you're just not participating anymore. You're just not participating in the episode.
The commitment to his role, like, that's something, right?
Okay, I'm just not. I'm just gonna stay quiet and see how long he can do this for.
We would have to cut this part out. You would have to edit them.
Nope.
You're
I'll
just
just
gonna let
keep it.
let listeners sit through this.
Yes. Audio listeners, yeah, you'll just have to come. You'll just have to come to YouTube and see this shit for yourself to understand what we mean when we say Donkey is he's he, he's lost
Stuck
it
in
apparently.
Halloween. Like last week was Halloween, right? So you're stuck, basically. Anyway, how was your Halloween? Like, what did you do? Did you do anything? I don't know if you guys did had any plans.
Wait, are you asking me?
Yeah, both of you. One of them is just now gone.
So Donkey has just
Parapunde.
left.
Yeah.
Donkey is just
Imagine
no
Donkey comes
longer
up with a costume right now or something.
Okay, but so yeah, for me, I don't know. I didn't do anything. It was just normal. It was a normal Tuesday for me. I don't know. Was it a Tuesday? I don't know, but it was a normal day.
No, it wasn't Tuesday, was it? I think it was Monday.
Yeah, so it was worse than a Tuesday. So, so it wasn't anything special. Like it's the same as asking me, like, "Oh, how was your Christmas?" or "How was your New Year?" Like, or "How was your Eid?" Yeah, or "How was your birthday?" Yeah, it's all the same. It was nothing special. I didn't dress up. There were no candies. I didn't get my fucking trick or treats, okay? It was
So
just
there.
a miserable day, just as any other.
So you're telling me you're in university and you didn't have a Halloween party anywhere or anything like that? Like, couldn't, or you just chose not to go?
You realize where I am, right? I'm in Malaysia. It's a
Yeah.
Malaysian university. They don't do Halloween. What?
I mean, I don't know. I just thought that there would be something going on. That's it.
Was there something going on at your uni?
Oh, I don't know.
So what did you do in Halloween?
Like because it was on a Monday, I think most people celebrated on the weekend, especially at Saturday. But on Saturday, I was working, and I just saw people getting hammered and dressed up walking down the street. That's basically it. And I don't think so anybody did like celebrate that much on a Monday because it's a Monday. So whoever did celebrate it, they all did celebrate it on a Saturday, and on Saturday I was working.
Oh, did you get?
And it would
any
be
trick or
sad
treat?
for me to be celebrating it on a Monday.
Wait,
That's-
did you go? Did you go to any houses to deliver them food, and then they
I
happened
was
to have
very
like
optimistic. Yeah, I was very optimistic that I would get some candies, but that didn't happen. What ended up happening was
no treats? No treats out on the
no.
porch?
Well, I didn't see any. I don't know. It was weird. It's just mostly the streets are flooded with people going to bars, dressing up, or like hungover and like going to Popeyes or McDonald's or lining up there. Like the streets were flooded with people. Let's just say. But
Okay, so
yeah, there was
what
no
happened?
candies, no nothing. And people came up to me, it's like, what are you dressed up? And I was like, today's 29th. I think we're 2 days earlier. But then they were like,
Dressed as a Bangla man.
I could have, but it was like what minus. I'm sorry, it was like 5 degrees. I didn't feel like wearing a lungi, and
I'm dressed
not
as a
that.
Bangla man in the snow. Pew pew.
Nah, I didn't end up doing anything. I was hoping that I would get some candies or whatnot, but that didn't even happen. Wait,
So
I think I know this character, but I can't tell.
This?
Yeah, this.
No, this
Oh,
is just a toy collaboration. It's
Oh.
not in any anime or manga.
Oh, okay. It looks familiar, but that hat threw me off.
I love it, man. This is a toy I was talking about the other time.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
love
that
it so
toy is
much.
like traditional Japanese style. I like that hat. So yeah,
Yeah, I love this toy so much, man. Like, I can't believe that I'm saying this at this age. But yeah, I love it so much. Like, it gives me inspiration from the skies above that delivered this toy to me.
and
Okay.
Donkey is back. So yeah, welcome, Donkey. So
Oh,
what
hello.
did you do? What did you do on Halloween, Donkey?
I was a clown in Universal Studios.
I thought you're a clown every other day. Why become a clown on Halloween?
So that I can get paid for being who I am.
Wait, no, I thought you were sick on Halloween.
Yeah, I was. That's the week that I didn't go.
So you weren't
No.
even able to be a clown. You just had to stay at home.
Yeah. Actually, I there was something like you know what I was during Halloween, like on the 31st of October.
Yeah.
I was depressed because it was my ex's birthday. So I just sat here and just wallow in my memories of the feelings that I used to have of being loved that I never received ever again, ever since I broke up like 1 year ago.
Oh, how shall I ever feel for the upcoming Halloween again? Except for being a clown and getting paid for it.
Is this a cry for help to get your ex back through this episode? Like you're hoping that your ex would see this part and be like, "Oh my god, he misses me so much. I should call him."
Wait,
Could
which
that
ex?
happen?
The Japanese ex.
Oh no. Then is definitely that. Then is definitely that. Wait, do you want to talk? Do you want to tell him about that whole thing that happened when we were in Langkawi?
You tell him it's funnier when you tell him. Because it was you are the one who realized it, not me.
Okay, so his ex was in Langkawi?
No.
No.
I wish, but no.
You just can't keep it in. You just can't keep it hidden. Okay, but this man, like this Japanese ex he's talking about, like
Yeah,
he's still not over her, right? And
yeah.
he hadn't realized that until like we went to Langkawi, all right? And yeah, we went to Langkawi and we stayed there for like 10 days, right?
Yeah.
And every time we went out on the streets or anything, most of the things he would talk about, like 60-70% would be related to his Japanese ex somehow. Like and all the liking things, like if he
Yeah.
saw a girl that he likes, he would say, "Oh, that girl is my style. Like, oh, I like her style and the way she looks. It reminds me of my Japanese ex." Every time, like anything he likes, any
Yeah.
girl he likes, any style he likes, he always relates it back to his fucking Japanese ex. Okay, and he's also at the same time singing this Japanese song and he doesn't know the meaning of the lyrics of this song, right? So he's
Yeah.
always singing and practicing these Japanese lyrics wherever, out on the street, at the hotel room, wherever, all the time.
Wait, TK, wait. I'll sing it a bit to let him hear, like, so at least he has a picture of what was going through when we were together. So the song went like, uh, 会いたくて、この夜に孤独を抱きしめては会いたくて、会いなくて、この夢で君を抱きしめて. Something like that.
It's
So that
not
was
bad.
what he was hearing.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it's but I remember it very well because there wasn't a day, or probably there wasn't an hour that passed by on that trip where he didn't sing that fucking song. Okay, he used to sing it all the time. He was practicing these lyrics, and he had no idea what the fuck these lyrics meant. He didn't know the translation of it. Okay, but that's besides the point. Like even we later, like okay, the lyrics part that comes later. But yeah, the thing I told you, he always goes on about his Japanese ex. And wait, Donkey, was it after we came back from the trip, or we were on the trip when I told you that you were still not over your Japanese ex?
On the trip, we were walking.
So apparently on the trip, I think on the last couple of days, one of the last
Yeah.
couple of days, I told him
No,
that
it wasn't. It wasn't even the last couple of days. It was quite early into the trip.
okay. So that was the extent to which he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't shut up about his ex. So I was like, Donkey, you're not over your fucking ex, are you? You're all like everything, and you're always going on about your fucking Japanese ex and how everything you like, you relate back to her. Like, oh, I like this because of her, or I like these Japanese songs because of her. Oh, these songs remind me of her. And I was like, dude, you are so not over her. And he's like, wait, really? And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? You didn't realize that? You didn't realize that? And he's like, oh shit, I hadn't. And I'm like, dude, how can you not realize that? Like, that's everything you talk about. And he's like, oh shit, maybe you're right. And then one day goes by, and he's like, TK, I think you're right. 2 days goes by, and he's like, you know, you're so right. I guess I'm not. And it took this trip, and for me to point it out to him, and then he had to realize that, oh shit, I really am not over this Japanese ex that I'm talking all the time about. But yeah, and the lyrics thing is like he. After we're done with the trip, we're back home, and I think after a couple of days, he texts me with the translations of the lyrics of that song.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh shit, TK, look at these lyrics. It was all a sign." And it was all a sign because the lyrics, the direct translations were literally it was like a
I
break.
miss you. It was like,
Yeah.
I miss you, and I see you in my dreams and stuff like that. So the whole
It was
concept,
literally a song about
yeah,
not getting over your ex. Okay,
and yeah, and the concept, the whole song is called Dream. So the whole concept of it is that you can never, I can't ever get back to this person anymore. Yeah.
so that whole song was about how he's not over the ex. Okay, and he didn't even know the translation. And he's like, he sends me these translation. Is like, oh shit, it's been a sign. It's all been happening all this time. And I'm like, dude, you didn't need the song to tell you this. I told you this before even knowing what the lyrics meant.
I mean, that's kind of a weird coincidence, right? Like, you would think the Illuminati is working or something.
Yeah.
Like, how? How did that happen?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a reason why my religious beliefs are what it is. Because things happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Fucking TK. Oh, you're not over your ex, huh?
Alright. So since you knew that he was hung up on his ex, did you do the bro thing and took him to a strip club? Like, as a bro, you're supposed to take him to a strip club. You're supposed to get his mind off things, off his ex. Did you do it?
His girlfriend is listening to this podcast episode.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, anyways, yeah. So
No,
yeah.
I did not, and there were no strip clubs. Though, so, but
Yeah.
that is so funny that you tell me that because all of the whole trip was like the opposite happening, where Donkey himself was trying to get his mind out of that. So he was trying to get into all these places, which were akin, like similar to strip clubs, if I may say. He was trying to find out all of these underground or red light places. He was trying to
Okay,
find.
now we are talking.
There were no strip clubs, unfortunately, for him. But yeah, he couldn't. Like the whole trip was basically him trying to. Like, I didn't need to, okay, bro. I didn't need to be the friend that gets him to the strip club, okay? He was himself the friend who was trying to get himself to the strip club.
So basically, you're trying to say the whole Langkawi trip was about myself getting over my ex.
Well, whatever helps, right?
No, it
Well,
wasn't about getting over her. It was just about realizing that you're still not over her. Basically, if you needed me, if you needed me to like stay with you for a few days and then to realize and then tell you that you're not over her, then yeah, it served the purpose.
you know, of all people, you.
What
Well,
do you mean
do
of
you
all?
want? Oh yeah, Donkey. Do you wanna get over your ex, or do you wanna cling on to whatever memories or whatnot do you have of her?
I think at this point it's not about whether I want to or not, but it's because it's more like how long do I need to move on from this point? Because you can never really um, get over a relationship that you once invested so much of yourself into it. You can never get you can never get past that totally like hating on this person. I mean, unless like you guys ended on a bad note. But if you guys didn't end on a bad note, right, you can never really hate this person. You can never really move on from the feelings. You can move on in life, but not from the feelings that you once invested into this person. It's like how our pet passes away, and we can never move on from that. It's the same concept and analogy from that. So I don't think I can ever get over this emotionally wise, because I really invested like a lot. Like, has TK proven, like I invested a lot of my emotions into this and my dedication towards that relationship. So I think it really takes another person to make me understand that you know for me to get into a relationship, it will be my next step in life from what I had back then. So the next person that I get into a relationship with has to be like I wouldn't say upgrade, but that's the best term that I can use it, like a different direction of life that I can aim for, rather than uh holding on to, not say like keeping these feelings that I used to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
No,
Meanwhile,
it's kind of scary because weirdly enough, I never like had my heart broken or
Mm.
like had a breakup even. So it's kind of scary to me. Uh, I don't know how I would take it or how if that happens. God,
no,
hopefully that
okay,
never happens. But yeah,
bro,
it's kind
bro,
of
like
scary that way.
it is. Okay, you know, people think about that in a way that they're thinking of the immediate impact of a breakup. But truth be told is, after a breakup or with someone that you invest your time in so much, it's not the immediate breakup that kills you, but it is that numbness that you feel, and you don't really realize what has happened, the gravity of the issue and the impact after the breakup. It is more like the subsequent days that goes past when you're alone, and you realize that your everyday habits are changed, like how you everyday text this person about your life and everything, and how much you're
Yeah,
not into this person's life anymore. And gradually, there'll be a night that you're just sitting there and like talking to yourself, and realize like how much this person meant to you, and that is that little moment in the night that you will feel the gravity of things crashing into you all at once. So that's actually the scary part. Like, to really realize that you're no longer part of this person's life anymore.
I
But it's
think it's
good that you.
yeah, I think it's kind of similar to like let's say losing a loved one like through death or something like that. Like
Yeah.
if you lose somebody, you might not realize how much important they were, but as days go by, like maybe it's a good friend. Like as days goes by, you realize that how much you miss them or how much you would want them to be there in your life or to help you through. So it's kind of like similar in that way, some sort, right?
Yeah, it is. But the only difference between death and that is that you have a closure in death. You know that you're prepared for this outcome. Like,
Yeah.
that this is the full stop, and the only things that remains the memories that you have with this person. There's no possible future. There's no possible things that you could do to change things. But in this kind of relationship things wise, like be it friendship or girlfriend or boyfriend, you reflect a lot upon yourself to say that, oh shit, I could have done this a lot better, and I wish
Yeah,
I could have the chance. It's this kind of feelings that resonates through the gravity of the situation.
yeah. I was going to ask you that, like, do you regret, like, let's say, giving her more time, or buying her gifts, or visiting more, or whatnot, right?
Mm.
Because I think, like, if that happens mutually, that there's still love, but it it was either timing or it just didn't happen. Like, if you blame yourself, it's like beating yourself up for something that you cannot change. But then again, if you don't realize that my mistakes led me to lose this perfect girl or lose this perfect relationship, then if you don't hold yourself accountable, then you would never grow as a person. But if you do hold yourself accountable, then you would beat yourself to death, because that way you will go into a rabbit hole where you can't dig yourself back up. You'll get depressed. You would not treat yourself fair anymore. At least that's how I see it. So, like, what do you do?
Oh, okay. Like in this Chinese saying, like whatever things you do, if whatever things you do, every decision that you take, be it in business or relationship wise, are you ready to lose this thing or this person? You have to be prepared to lose it, like even in business or what. So you have to put it down. Are you
Yeah.
prepared to put it down? So in every relationship that I get into, that's why I'm such a deep, loving person, because I literally throw my everything that I have, so that I don't usually like regret breaking up. Yeah, I might be an asshole to some of my exes, but that was the me back then. But that doesn't mean that my feelings for them wasn't true. But it was just that I had a lot of work on myself, and I can't blame myself for that. And
Yeah.
I did really like, yeah, I gave my 100%, but it's just not good enough. So I can't really beat myself up on that. You just have to learn and grow. But yeah, I mean, if there were things that I could have done, but I chose not to do it, then that's where I have to beat myself up, because what the fuck are you doing? But if I would have given myself 100% and things still don't work out, yeah, I mean, naturally I feel a lot of pain and everything. I do a lot of stupid shit though for that, but yeah, I mean, I have to understand that I made a decision and it was my decision. I can't blame myself, or I can't blame anyone or anything. I can only look at it and to understand what went wrong, so that at least it's easier for me to understand myself and what I need and what I want from this relationship, so that I can know what I don't want in a relationship. Yeah.
Okay.
So that helps.
Make,
Yeah, helps a little bit when it comes to breaking up, and when it comes to losing friends. It helps a little bit more. Like, yeah, not everybody's meant to be in our life anyway.
all right. Like, have you ever broken a girl's heart by breaking up? Like, have you been like, no, we are done? Did you do that?
Yeah, I
I don't.
did.
You
I
have?
did. Yeah.
When? This it must have been when you were pretty young, right?
Yeah. A few. Uh, those when I was like 19. There was one. Uh, the one who cheated on me. There was another one as well, but she was a narcissistic, so I'm not sure if she understood the meaning of heartbroken. Yeah.
I mean, that's the girl who cheated on you, right? I mean, and she continued to cheat on you, right? So,
But
No,
I rarely give up on people. That's why I rarely have this kind of situations. Yeah, I usually like try to persist in the to stay in a relationship, because I realize that sometimes there are a lot of things that couples can work on, and breaking up is not the solution to every issue that you guys have. So I usually try to stay until like it's really getting really toxic. But if you talk about breaking the other party's heart. It will be more on rejections that girls wanted to be with me and I rejected. Yeah, it'll be more on that.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Like,
So, yeah, go on.
no, like I was saying, like TK. Once, I asked him, like, it's back in the day, probably 6-7 years ago. I don't know. I asked him, like, bro, how do you break up with girls? And at that time, in my eyes, my man was a player. You know, somewhat of a, he was he was dating a girl no more than 3 weeks and getting out of it. And I was like, that's so cool. How are you doing that? So I go up to him and I'm like, bro, how do you break up? And he goes like, once you have done pretty much whatever you can do, you just stop talking to them. You just ignore them, and after a few weeks of ignoring them, they would break up, and you could play the victim and call it a day, even though you were the one who
What?
initiated it. And
What?
like it's been like 6-7 years. I still didn't forget that because I was
all
like,
the
he
fucking
is
dirty
such a
laundry.
douchebag. Like, who does that?
There's no way I said like I can be the victim. What?
Bro, that's what you implied, even though if you didn't use the words. Like, she would have to come to you to say, yeah, it's not working out, let's break up, and
I
you'd be
mean,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
maybe
okay.
I probably said that. You know.
Yeah, but like, that's what it means. You ignore them, you don't text them back, you don't call them, and they have to break it up because you don't care, you don't give them the affection, you break their core bones. Like, what is that?
No, but you're not telling the whole story here. I vaguely remember the time when I told you about this, and I do remember there was more I told you. Okay, I said this is why I don't get into like serious relationships. Okay, at that time, during that time, I didn't get into any serious relationships on purpose because like any girl I was like getting into something with, I didn't connect with. Okay, I told you that as well. Like I didn't like. I'm not connecting with these girls like how I want to. How I would want a relationship. Okay, these girls, they're not on my wavelength. They're like they just don't know what they're just not gonna give me what I want. So after a couple of weeks, and after I realized that I'm never gonna get what I want from these girls, what can I do? Am I gonna suddenly break up? For me, to me, it looked worse. Okay, that felt worse to like suddenly out of nowhere just break up with them. So I would just usually like ignore them or not text them first. For a while, for weeks, and eventually like kind of softly ignored them, and then hard, and then
No, there is
to
this
the point.
major component Donkey is not saying, that is like
What?
in Bangladesh, when you had to get into a relationship, you'd have to actually, it's not like you guys were dating and talking and you stopped that. It's like they were in a legitimate relationship, because that's how it was, kinda, right? That you have to get into
No,
a relationship to
I
be,
mean, you, yeah,
you would get into a relationship and then just like back
you'd have
out
to
of
make
it.
you'll have to make it
Like, you
official.
didn't get, like, you didn't understood she was your type in the talking stage when you were like wooing her into whatever.
No, because
No,
no, the thing is, you said you'd have to officially get into a relationship, so that means you'll have to say, "I love you. Let's be girlfriend
oh,
and
that's so
boyfriend."
cringe, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what you have to do, okay? And of
yeah,
course,
that's
I
what we
never
have to
loved them.
do. Like,
I never
yeah, but
loved them, okay? I
looking
never loved
back,
any
it's
of
so
them.
cringe.
It is, but that's what I need. That's what I had to do, okay? You can't blame me. I was like, of course I don't love you. I only talked to you for one day. I just saw you, okay? Of course I don't love you, but I have to say this, okay? So
Yeah,
I would say that. I wouldn't mean it, of course, and then we would be in a relation. But yeah, and after a couple of weeks of that, and it wouldn't work out, I'd be like, oh, okay, it's not gonna happen. Let me just slowly moonwalk out of here. Okay, so yeah, I just slowly like ignore them, and like so over like a week or two, they would get the idea that I'm ignoring them, and they would no longer feel that attraction or connection from me as well. They would stop trying to pursue me, and they would get to the point to be like, "Oh, I don't, are we really in a relationship, or like, or do you really want to be my boyfriend?" And that would be my chance to say, you know what, it's not working, is it? Okay, yeah, I think it's better for the both of us if we just head out, head our separate ways or whatever. So that was during that time, that's to me what I thought was the softest landing I could give someone. Okay, because I obviously didn't love them. I didn't. Okay, I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't love them. I didn't have that kind of connection. I just did it to feel something. I guess I don't know. No, we didn't. Most of it didn't end up in. No, most of it didn't end up in that, Donkey. So it wasn't even the physical connection.
Donkey and the viewers or listeners knows, right? You don't have to say it. Like, we get that. Yeah, we get that. And then you realize that you don't connect, right? Afterwards.
The connection.
No. No. Oh, fucking hell. Oh,
So what TK realized was the connection wasn't right because it's like that.
no, Donkey. I wasn't like you, okay? I wasn't a horn dog just to get my meat sucked or wet or juiced, okay? That's not the reason why I did that. I was just a young man searching for connection, okay? Emotional
Yeah.
connection, most of all. Sure, if it
Puberty
was,
makes you do crazy things, right?
yeah, if something physical came out of it, I would be like, ooh, a happy bonus. But most of the time, it was like craving for an emotional connection of some sort,
Connection.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how I was back in the day. Obviously now it's changed. I wouldn't do the same things as I did back then, and I wouldn't break up with girls the same way I did back then either.
So you are gonna break up with your girlfriend? Breaking news. Ladies.
No, he's not going to do that. You know how much he loves his girlfriend
How
now.
how dare you just say that, okay? Why would you
Wait,
say
wait, wait.
something?
You have to understand the Panchot has changed. He's been enlightened.
Yeah, you're supposed
He's
to say
been-
I'm going to marry her. There is not gonna be
Oh,
any break.
don't jinx it! Don't jinx it because he's going to get her pregnant if he says that, and then you have no choice but to marry her. Don't jinx it.
I'll stay quiet on that.
Well, did you guys go to church?
What?
Didn't
Church?
What?
Didn't who go to church?
Huh?
What? Who
What?
went to church?
TK.
For what?
To Jesus.
To cook halal food.
You.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I once went to a church to get food, not halal food though, but it was for delivery. Is that what you're asking?
Why
Oh
would
yeah.
Why would I go to a church for halal food?
Yeah,
Because
that
you're
makes.
hungry.
But
But
there
a
wouldn't be halal food in the church though.
Exactly. That's the whole
Why
point.
would there
That's
be
the whole
food?
Okay. That's the whole point. Like none of us will ever step into a church. Like Yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, I
mean,
did
I
step
don't
into a church.
mind
Like, I don't see a problem with it. Let's say one
I
of
do.
my
if I
friends.
needed to,
I'll start
Yeah.
melting if I step into a church.
because you're a vampire.
Okay, what if one of your close friend is getting married in a church, and they wants you to be your best man, their best man, or something like that? Wouldn't you go?
I'll bring a huge ass pentagram there on my back and just step into there like wait, where the fuck is it? I'll step into there and like, what's up, my brother? I'm here to be your best man with the ring, the Lord of the Rings. Please get married, and then I'll just slowly moonwalk like how TK did into his relationships and moonwalk all the way out of the church before everyone else realize what's my religion and get preached on.
Hey,
I'm just joking.
like, when I was like young, I used to think like
You're still
Christianity.
young. What the fuck?
I mean, a lot younger. Yeah.
Oh,
Christianity was super cool because you get to just confess whatever crime you do and then you're pardoned. So it doesn't matter if you're a killer or if you're a bad person. You just confess, and then Father tells you you're okay, and that's it. And I was like then every Christian would be just committing crimes or being a bad person because they could just then go to church and confess and be like, yeah.
oh, that explains a lot. Why a lot of girls used to call me daddy.
What the
It's
were
supposed
they
to be father.
confessing? Were
Not daddy.
Exactly.
You would
Close
call
enough. They confessed a different kind of sin.
what
Or they
sins were
did
they
different kind of.
confessing to?
No, they were doing deeds before confessing.
Yeah, we went to the confessing room.
Bro.
They didn't. They didn't go to you to confess, okay? They went to the confession room with you to commit
Because
the
of
sin.
you.
Yeah,
Yes.
they to commit the sins. They would later go to Father to confess.
No,
Okay.
that's why that's why during the whole process of the confession they always go like, "Oh, Daddy, please forgive me." You know?
What kind of fucked up plays are you into, man? Like what? What kind of role plays are you doing here?
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. If my best friend was getting married in a church, I would probably attend it because it's not about me.
Yes, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you. And the groom should make sure that you don't end up winding up in the confession room, right? Imagine they're taking their
Bro,
vows, and from the confession room,
No,
noises starts coming
no.
out.
no,
Imagine
bro.
that, and then like, "Where's the ring? Where's the ring?" And Donkey be like, "Hold up!"
What? It's in here.
Okay.
It's on my dick. It's on my dick. It's a cock ring. I'm using it as a cock ring to sustain the sin. I'm exhausting this demon out of this girl. Bless you with my cum. I'm blessing you with my cum.
You should not let this man into a church,
Bro,
okay?
he's gonna baptize her in bath of his cum. The girl would drink.
Yeah. You know how long it takes for the coming to come?
That's Donkey's special baptism.
If
Hey,
he
don't
gets
do
into a church, he's gonna turn the confession booth area into his personal confession booth. Okay? And during the wedding ceremony, the bride's gonna look behind and see that all her fucking bridesmaids are gone. Where did they go? Oh, we hear some weird noises coming from the confession area. I wonder what could it be?
Then all bridesmaids comes out in white dress, and the bride is like, "What the?" Because there's
And Donkey's like, "Oh shit! I lost the ring somewhere. Let me
Find
find
it.
it." And he's fucking like, he's going through all of these girls' pouches, if you know what I mean, trying to look for this ring.
In their mouth. If you know what I mean.
Fuck.
Well, sometimes you need the extra lubrication, so yeah. No, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck me. There's something fucked up.
after
I
all
can't
that
remember what.
come, it's normal that you forget.
Oh, Donkey, why are you doing it in a confession room? I'm showing this girl the fourth coming. You know the, do you know about, what's the fourth coming is like, the prediction of Jesus coming down again. That's what they say.
Isn't it the second coming?
Yeah, but I went on to the fourth. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
TK, it took you a while, TK, to calculate the amount of times to come.
I'm not here sitting on my fucking calculator and like trying to crunch the numbers of how many times you're gonna come. Okay, that's not what I'm doing. The fuck?
You know why? You know why? Because
I'm a one.
because
Okay,
you,
I'm a
you know why
one-hit
don't-
wonder. Okay, I
Yeah,
come
I know.
once.
It takes you 2 weeks to come another time until the girl comes up to you to realize that you're not coming anymore.
Wait,
I'm a one-hit wonder. I come
so
once
what
and
if
then I go to sleep.
okay, what if you come while she's giving you a blowjob and that's it? She ain't getting no dick anymore because you can't get it up again.
I mean, that's
Wait
her
for 2
fault.
weeks. Wait for 2 weeks.
That's our fault.
That's her fault. Like, I tell you to go that hard? Should you not stop when I tell you to stop? Like, now whose fault it is that you're not gonna get that dick? Okay,
Well,
I have one load in me. By God. That's all he gave me, okay?
I'm sure our listeners who are not from Asia, now you guys know the quality of Bangladesh. Now they only have one
Bruh,
load.
don't judge all of us on this fucking faulty product, okay? Don't you
What
don't
the
you
fuck?
do that.
Oh my God. No, I can. It's fucking. No, it's definitely. People where I come from definitely do not have one load because obviously because of the fucking population. Okay, if you know about the population in our country, they definitely do not have one load. I wish they did have one load because then we wouldn't have like what 160
Wait,
million people.
but does that mean that we like our entire race has a bad pull-out game and none of us can pull out?
Yep.
We don't have a pull-out game. We don't pull out, bro.
Yeah, that explains why TK is a defect.
Okay, if a defect can be this fine, then I don't want to be perfect.
So you guys know, like I said again, now you guys know the products made in Bangladesh, where the QC stands.
Top representative representing. I can't fucking speak, man. What the hell?
You've been Bangladesh.
I can't. There are words that I can't just fucking pronounce. Like for years, there was this word, millennials, right? I just couldn't. For like about 2 years, I couldn't pronounce that word. It would just
That's your defect.
Yeah, that's probably. Like I had to try so hard, like millennials. Now I can do it, but oh boy, I had the worst struggles with it.
Oh my god.
I'm now representative. See, I can't fucking say the word. I can't.
Bro.
Well, you guys literally just proved whatever I just said. Like
So every Bangla comes with a defect, right? My guy can only come once. I can't talk. So if you look hard enough, every Bangla has a
No, then every person has a defect as well, like donkey. I mean, your defect is pretty obvious, wouldn't you say?
what the fuck does that even mean? What the?
I think we've talked about enough of your defects. To okay.
What defects?
Oh,
Well,
always
off
keep pointing out
the
your
top of
fucking
your
chin.
head, donkey.
Yeah.
What's
your
that
chin
one
is
defect
right
that
there.
hurts you?
Yeah, he's definitely talking about my fucking chin, motherfucker.
You don't have a
Wait.
chin. Why would he talk about your
I
chin?
do. Fuck. Look. TK, you wait until you hit 30. I'll be laughing at your fucking chin.
Bro, you think this thing is gonna disappear?
No. This thing is gonna stay, but this thing is gonna overgrow this shit. Bro, look.
You'll
look at
end up having a double chin, right?
You
Yeah.
see this chin? It can fucking dig. It's like a fucking
Bruh, like look at my jawline. It's kind of okay.
What jawline? All I see is like fucking pubic
all
hair.
his fucking hair. What do you mean jawline? It's all...
Bruh, if alright, I'll have to shave this.
But this
My man
chin ain't
said
disappearing.
pubic hair. That's like you can't even grow pubic hair, bro. Like, come on. Don't come at me. At least I got some.
Wait, are you talking to me?
No, donkey.
Yeah.
Donkey, show him your pubes.
Okay.
No! Wait! No, pretend. No, put your hair over your crotch and pretend that
Wait,
that's.
fuck you! Why do I need to show my pubes when you can see how long my fucking hair is? What the fuck?
Just show him your nipple hair.
Donkey's
Just show him your nipple hair.
hair is so big, like girls could
Oh.
all this.
왜 쳐도 맞네? 밑에 오빠네. Oh.
There's
Wow.
other thing like kurasai, right? Like I forgot how does
What
it
would I say?
start?
Kudasai.
Mite kudasai.
Yeah, kurasai.
Mite kudasai. Look, please.
Yeah.
밑에 오래와 니빨라 데스. 니빨라산. 니빨찬.
Wait, were you saying that his hair is so long that girls can grab onto it?
Yeah, and hit him from the back, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Hit his buns.
Oh.
They definitely did. Not
Yep.
anymore,
Cause what,
Well,
back pain?
No, because the confession room goes both ways. Mm.
What do you mean the confession room goes both ways?
There are times that I need to confess as well.
Fuck's sake.
Like, no. Donkey's hair so big. Imagine like a buff dude sees him from the back and just spanks his ass thinking he's a girl, and then
What ass?
bruh, are you roasting yourself?
And he's talking about our defects. Like,
What ass?
he doesn't have an ass either.
Wait, TK, you parapunde. I got so many defects, but I get laid a lot more times than you. You parapunde.
Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, I only got one load. What do you want me to do? I can't do much if I get laid that much either. Like what? I can only use my finger so many times, right?
So you're like COD, you have that fucking grenade launcher where you only have one, and you aim it so carefully at the mob. You're like, poof, oh fuck, I missed. I'm out of here, donkey. So that explains why you always disappear for 2 weeks and wait for them to come to you.
Exactly.
Create
You
more
just get
karma.
reload time.
I only got the one Molotov cocktail. Okay, once the pin goes out, it ain't going back in. Okay.
So you're saying that when you throw it after you shoot it and you accidentally shoot it on yourself and you get burned. So is that how you do it as well? You just come on yourself?
Did that ever happen to you, Tashrif?
Yes.
Wait,
You know what? Whenever
which
we play
one?
COD,
Did,
the back
did that happen? For real? Like you shoot your shot and it came to you? On your
Moving
face?
on. Moving on.
Why are we moving on? Is that what happened?
So
All you
back
had to say was
to
that no, I didn't hear no. Right.
Donkey having long hair. But yeah, I don't know if you've caught this episode, but if you like, we even talked about one time Donkey recorded a video, like a sex tape with his then girlfriend, and when they watched it back, they weren't able to
I've heard it, yeah.
So now you know why. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because our body size and our body shapes are almost similar, and we both have long hair. And so when we recorded the tape, and then we were looking at it, then we were like, uh, who's on top? I can't really tell. Like both of us couldn't tell. Like for the longest time, even like until now. If I were to watch it again, I'll still not be able to tell. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So that is that. Okay. Well then.
Wait, before we end today's episode, I guess. Uh, yeah. Since it was Halloween, did you guys see that news about in Korea, or like 100+ people died in a Halloween event?
No. What happened?
You didn't?
Itaewon or something, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was one of those like popular spots in Seoul, Korea, like a party hotspot, right? So yeah, apparently there was this yearly Halloween party there. Like everyone from the city, all over the city, gets together there and has fun. And yeah, people got crushed in the crowds. So the alleys were packed so tightly, and those are very narrow alleys. So they too many people came in there, more than the capacity, and so people slowly started getting crushed, and people didn't even realize, because when you're in a crowd and you don't often realize, but you keep getting pushed, and so a lot of people ended up getting crushed and then got crushed to death. It was like 140 or 150 something people died in that whole incident.
Like they didn't learn nothing from the Travis concert? Like
Yeah, it was exactly the same kind of thing that happened there. And yeah.
I think it's the management, right, that's at a fault because like you can't
I
just
think
shove people in there.
I
Right?
think there wasn't any management, because I think it's a pretty loose time of the year. It's a pretty loose event, and I think the security and everything is lax. So people are just flooding in from all different places, all different directions. So when people there is no security, there is no management. shit like that happens. So yeah, and this is we only get to hear about it when it's like very big incidents like this one and the Travis Scott one incident, but it happens a lot, I think, in a like very heavy crowded places, crowded areas during concerts or events. Usually not a lot of people die, but I think a few people do die. Like, I think it happens a lot. And yeah, that's why I fucking hate crowds, man. I hated crowds since I was a kid. Like, I would immediately get scared when I was in a crowd. I would be uncomfortable. And yeah, I'm definitely staying away from all of those crowded places, man.
No, like for me, it's the same. Like, when I came here for the first time, everybody was like, "Are you gonna go to nightclubs? Are you gonna be clubbing or whatnot?" Or like pretty much every celebrity comes in Toronto like around the years.
Oh,
So you
definitely.
get to, yeah,
No fucking way.
you get to go to different concerts. Like I think Post Malone and Weekend did a show like not too long ago, maybe a month or something like that. So like a lot of events happen, but for me it was like I don't like people, or I hate crowd that much that I would not. Like for me, I think the biggest fan I am is of Messi, and I wouldn't go into an event where Messi is if it is that crowded. So
You
that's
know
saying
it
a
will.
lot. Like I wouldn't, yeah, like I don't care if it's Post Malone or whoever. It's just
Bro,
not my cup of tea.
I can't even like get up in a bus in a crowd of people. Like if a crowd of people is trying to get on a bus, I don't even go and mix in and try to get in as well. I usually try to wait to, at the back end. Like okay, let all these
You'll
people
enjoy
go in.
Japan a lot, then
Bro, I like things organized.
imagine the
Okay,
subway. People are getting
no,
shoved
but
together.
in Japan things are more organized, and I think
Yeah,
people
but
are
they
more
get
organized there.
shoved into the trains. Haven't you seen those videos or whatnot? Like in
Wait, but
busy hours.
I think Donkey can speak on that better because he's actually been to Japan.
All right,
You've been
donkey.
to those subways, right?
I don't think now, but it's only during. I think that only happens like during peak hours. But I wasn't there to witness that during the peak hours because obviously I don't like crowds as well. So I would obviously avoid all these peak hours.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
peak hours.
avoidable. Okay.
It's peak hours definitely happens in the subway, but I think they are still very cordial and like very organized and queuing up and shit. But yeah, I would still stay away from those crowds, and especially if like some big celebrity is coming in or something like. If you go to a nightclub, I mean, I'll be okay to go to clubs or nightclubs on a normal time. You know, average time, normal time is normal. Nothing
But you
special going
you
on.
can only basically go on a Friday night or a Saturday night, and the fun you have is after 10. So basically, that's when most people are there. So can't
I
really
mean,
avoid the crowd.
it'll be.
Or
I don't know. I wouldn't go alone for sure. I don't. I don't think nightclubs are fun to go alone. If
yeah,
you're
yeah,
with
correct.
a bunch of friends, you know, you can go and have fun. But to go to a nightclub by yourself, it's pretty. I don't know. I don't think it's fun,
Lonely.
right? It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad, I think.
Okay,
But
which
yeah,
one is sad? Which one is more sad? Like going to a strip club alone or to a nightclub?
nightclub is different. Nightclub is you can go alone because a nightclub is basically the similar to strip club, unless you're talking about clubbing club like discotheque or something. It's different. Like a nightclub is like a KTV room where you
Yeah,
can
oh,
do business in it. Yeah, you can. It's fine to go that alone as well.
but
Uh,
that one is the you're talking about the red light district type, right?
yeah,
yeah, I guess, yeah.
But I don't know. When you say nightclub, I actually think like partying, dancing, clubbing.
Yeah,
I'm not
with
thinking
pop,
about.
pop on a pill.
But if you enjoy like
And
drinking,
Ibiza.
yeah. But if you enjoy drinking, because like I had this good friend who really liked drinking, so it didn't seem weird for him to go to like places like that alone because he's literally there to enjoy the music and drink. So in that sense, I think it's fine. But for people like me who don't drink, like if I were to go there alone, yeah, it's gonna be so sad. Like, but then again, I have like different agendas, so it might not be as sad for me unless like for you guys who's going there
You have
alone.
your agenda is just to get your dick wet. Okay, that's your agenda, and you don't even need to go to a club at that point if you just want to do that, right? But I think clubbing, is fun with friends. I think going alone, I don't know. I wouldn't, because I don't even drink alone, right? I would drink if like I'm with friends and having fun, having a party or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, and I definitely wouldn't go to some celebrity event in to be in amongst all that crowd. Like fuck that.
Wait, is Taurus going to Philippines as well next year?
Oh, yeah, we haven't told you yet, but we're
What?
planning to go to the Philippines next year after my graduation. Maybe in September, October.
So things are gonna happen.
I don't. What's the fuck? We're just gonna go on a trip, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think? You wanna come? You can
Ah.
open up your schedule.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. My things are fucked up. If I can, then yeah, I would love to. But I don't
You
know if
can
I
always.
can.
I'm sure you can confess anytime you want. Daddy will be here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If Donkey is gonna go, somebody needs to accompany Donkey when you are busy, let's say. You know?
No, Joseph might be joining as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it would be lit if you and Sumaya can also join.
Oh fuck, it's gonna be so noisy. Fuck you guys, man. You guys are like two couples in a room, and me and Joseph will just be sitting in the living room, like listening to all this banging noises and like fucking Japanese porn noises going on in the bedrooms, man. Me and Joseph, like, me and Joseph will not happen. So we'll just be sitting on the sofa so lonely, like we'll just be probably eating like the leftover barbecued bacon or something. Like, oh fuck this shit, man. Fuck. Why are we doing this?
No, we can come up with like a deal.
imagine
We
Jordan
can
turns
come up
around and
with
is
a
like,
deal.
yeah,
We can
I
come up
don't
with
know.
a deal. Like
Yeah.
when me and my girlfriend are in the room. Like like okay, there was
Why is this? Why is there a schedule
okay,
for
What,
this?
what,
one couple at a time. Okay, that's the rule. Okay, we can come up with that rule, I guess.
no, that's gonna be bad because imagine like TK goes in there and like comes out like 15-20 minutes later, and then
One
I
load,
go and I take an
one
hour and
load.
a half, and then everybody would be like, it's not
It's
gonna be
okay.
good for your reputation, let's just say, if we
What
do that.
repetition?
I told you one load. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay.
No, okay. TK, I would foresee the situation that he goes in and then after a while you hear his girlfriend shouting, "Putang ina mo, what happened?" Like the moment he takes down his pants,
Yeah.
like fucking mayonnaise mayonnaise comes out from it, and it'll be a wrap, like a burrito wrap. All right, guys, we're done. Next set, next set. Like fucking director calling on the next porn set going to happening.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
you
Mr.
can't
Torres.
blame TK. He's been holding it for years, probably, right? At least a
What,
year.
holding his what? Virginity? His
As
chastity?
long as you, anyway.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Alright, you guys are roasting each other's. What the fuck?
Donkey, we don't need to roast you anymore.
No,
Okay.
there's nothing to roast me anymore about this.
Okay, dude, I know what you did. Okay, this summer.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows what I did. What the fuck?
Okay,
Like-
but yeah, whatever. So, yeah, if you and Sumaya, you can work out your times and schedule, and we can
Oh.
all sync it up, together. So that's gonna be fun. Have like
Thinking it up
all
together.
of-
Yeah, like I'll see, but I can't talk about this like a year before because I don't know what's gonna happen, right?
No, you can talk about it. You just can't decide it yet.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there are so many variables. I can't decide it right now. And with the paperwork and whatnot, like work permit, I don't know. If I can, obviously I would love to join, but I can't tell.
Bro, you have Bangladesh power. You can swim. Who needs paperwork?
Who needs paperwork? Yeah.
just swim. Do you even know how to swim?
No, he's gonna say no. Look at that beard.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna say no.
Wait, I remember he tried to learn. I was
My
also
mom
trying to
knows
learn.
how to swim.
Yeah, okay, so you still haven't learned how to properly swim, right?
I didn't learn. Like I almost drowned twice, and now I have phobia. Let's just
That's
say.
what
And
TK said.
also,
That's what TK said.
like if you go to a pool and you see like a grown ass man trying to do this, and they're like bunch of 5-year-olds, it's so like.
I did. Look, you see that broccoli there?
This way.
Who did it? Oh, you see that broccoli there?
This
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
You see this broccoli here? Yeah, he did
Yes.
exactly what you just said.
What?
He can't even swim. I'm pretty sure, right?
Wait, this makes me think like, what the fuck what have your parents
Yeah,
been doing
it's
to
on
you
our
guys?
parents. It's not on
Same-
us.
same-
It's on our
Same
parents.
story.
They didn't teach
Fucking
us when
drowning and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
can you
now
swim?
now you know that Banglas can't swim. Okay.
No,
now,
it's
now
our
it's true.
parents. It's not our fault. And the place we grew up, like TK had an entire river like next door, basically.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you did.
You're talking about the fucking river.
Yeah, I mean, he had a water body just right there. Like,
You're talking about an actual river, okay? This is not a pool.
just
This
right
is not a
there.
pond. It's the fucking river that connects to the ocean a few miles in, okay? That's what he's talking about. Why didn't you go down to the fucking river and learn how to swim? This motherfucker.
I mean,
Like, why didn't you fucking jump in and learn how to swim in this fucking river that connects directly to the ocean just a few miles ahead? Okay.
what could have gone
current.
wrong,
Yeah, what could have gone wrong?
Well, I'm guessing. Yeah, I can never tell. Fucking.
Why
I'm
didn't
gonna.
you learn after going to Malaysia? You do have a pool at your uni, right?
No. The fuck?
You don't?
No.
Okay.
The most pool I got was in Langkawi when we stayed at the hotels. The hotels had pool, and Donkey saw how much I could swim. And Donkey
Yeah.
himself can't swim much, but at least he can
Float
he can
around?
paddle.
At least I can swim my way to safety.
Yeah,
Okay.
he can paddle.
Yeah, that's
can
something
float.
I think we should learn because you never know when you need that skill,
Oh. From swing out the pussy?
No, swing in, dive in there.
I won't be the one swimming. It's gonna be my little swimmers. Okay, I'm pretty sure they know how to swim.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
As
No,
long as
I'm
they
pretty
know
sure-
how to swim, it's all good.
Yep, they probably all die on the stomach of some girl then.
It's better than dying in my fucking hands. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, on that bombshell, Yeah, you know about the trip now, so you can think about it already and start making preparations for that. And we'll see you next year. And yeah, that's about it for this week's episode, everyone. It's been a spooky episode. 1 week
Hey,
after
where
Halloween.
did that outro just suddenly come from? It was so
With your-
random. Like,
Yeah, with your favorite guest. Come on, say yes. Say something.
Guest?
wait, what? What?
Who's the guest here? But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
yeah, you're not a guest. What do you mean?
Do you want to collab with me?
Come on, Donkey.
Brother, you want to collab with me? What collaboration? I don't know. I just come in here and talk about sex. Collab, fabulous connection, fabulous.
Oh my
we three connection, three people out to connecting like this. I'm gonna ask all the Bangladeshi. I'm gonna ask all my Bangladeshi
Sounds
team
like you
teammates.
have a lot of three-way experience.
Well, then yes, we'll have another experience where we meet up in Philippines. Then.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah, but Donkey, you should definitely survey all the Bangla people you know to
If
see
they know
how
how to swim?
many. Yeah, if
Yeah,
they know
how
to
many
swim.
have a different?
Holy shit!
how many Banglas can actually swim?
I'm pretty sure all of them will tell me that they have like parental trauma as well,
Yeah.
and telling me about how the river connects to the ocean in a few miles. I'm pretty sure that'll be the same story as well. Like, you know.
Yep. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed the spooky Halloween episode 1 week after Halloween. See you guys next week.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.